person one is equals to, now I'll use an array instead of set person one name, and then I'll say the name is Jane Doe, age is 25, and then sex is female. Okay, now if I'm going to call the details of this person, one thing you should notice about arrays is that when you are accessing an array variable, we use something called indexes. And then an index is like a number that is associated with a value. So like Jane Doe has a number that is associated with it, 25 has, and then female also has. Okay, now when we are accessing the name of person one, the index is 0. Array indexes start counting from 0. So when I say like echo person 0, I'm actually saying echo person 1 0, and I realize that we have Jane Doe since this is 0. Now when I go 1 should give us the age, which is 25, and then like so forth so on. That's how we access array variables. Now there's something we call looping in PHP, and then we can loop through an array to actually echo everything. But the logic is when looping, okay, we set a condition, okay, and then once the condition is valid, the loop continues. But then immediately the condition becomes false, the loop ends. And then that's what we are going to do. Because let's say we are looping through a person, we don't know the number of let's just say this is a person, okay, but then let's change something to like a shopping cart. So let's say we have something called like our cart, okay, and this cart is equals to an array, and in our array we have banana, we have mango, and then we have mango, and then we have a whole lot, like a whole lot. So like we have mango, we have orange, and then any other item you can find in a shopping mall. So like this is our cart, and we actually want to loop through so that our items can be displayed single by single. But then logically, okay, physically we can count, but logically we have to actually make the computer loop through to actually tell us what we have. Looping through based on how array indexes are, our first item will have an index of 0, right? But then how do we know the end of our item? Now we have a function called count, and then this count is used to count array elements, like values in an array. If I echo count, and then I say let's count cat, okay, the result will be like 3. Now we have 3 elements, like when we are using count, we have 3 values in our array. But then accessing using indexes, we have up to 2, right? So our condition will be whilst like for array is equals to 0, and then array is less than 3, right? That will be our for loop. Like for array is equals to 0, and then for array is less than 3, which is 2. So that's the end. So we are going to loop through 0 to 2. That's right. So now when using a for loop, so we say for, okay, item, okay, in our cart is equals to 0, which is banana, okay, and then item, okay, is also less than count of our items, okay, which is like 3. So that's item is equals to 2. Now how do we increase this? We use PHP increment operator by increasing item anytime item is called, and then we need to echo cat item, okay. So right now when we run first, our item will be 0. So what is cat item? Cat 0 is banana. Then we increase by 1. Since this condition is false, it continues because we increase by 1, right? And then when we increase by 1, the next will be 1 up to like orange. Now when I run this, you should realize that okay, count is what? Count must be an array. Okay, no, I'm actually supposed to pass a cat here. So like when I run this, you realize that I have banana, mango, orange. Now I can actually use HTML break line syntax to actually make this read line by line. I realize that all my items are actually displaying.